Welcome to Minecraft for Moms, your starting point for playing Minecraft for non-gamers and gamers alike. And you don't gotta be a mom. Hi, I'm Siobhan Rakan, and in this episode we're going to talk about some game mechanics. That's how to move around and get things done. So, first things first, how to move around. People who have played games like this before know how to move around on stuff like this, but for those of us who haven't played games like this, walking around is a mystery. How do I move? I know looking around is easy. I just move my mouse. I'm going to switch my point of view to what you're going to see in game. And you can see there's a little crosshair there. You can see it easily here. And as I move my mouse, you can see it moving around. Yeah, that's easy. Okay, that's how I know which direction I'm going to go. But how do I move? Well, you've got W, A, S, and D on your keyboard. W is going to move you forward. And that's going to be the key you move the most. S is going to move you directly back. And A and D are going to move you side to side. Okay, that's easy. I'll show you a little trick here, especially on a really scary place like this. I'll tell you, when I first started playing Minecraft, looking down like this, I have a fear of heights. This scared the bejeebus out of me. So I found out that if you hold the shift key, if you notice we kind of go down, that's called sneaking. And if you sneak like this and you move forward or sideways, you don't fall over. I love this. There's another good use for this. You notice I've got some cobblestone in my hand. You can move over and put more down. And this is how you can build bridges. Yes! Makes it so much safer. And you can tell, here we're in a biome where it's raining. Here we're in a cold biome where it's snowing. So that's how we can move around. I usually put my middle finger on the W key, and that lets my other fingers fall on the A and D, and my pinky can then go on the shift key that lets me use my sneak. And then my thumb goes on that space bar that lets me jump. Jump is going to be really important because that lets us get up and down. If you hit W and space bar at the same time, we can jump up and down. Now if we come down here, sometimes, we can jump down more than one block. We only ever jump up one block at a time. We can jump kind of catty corner. If you go down too many blocks at a time, like if we would go, yep, we just took some damage. You can see that in the bottom center where we have that row of hearts. That row of hearts is our health meter. And on the other side, we have our ham hocks, which shows, lightning, which shows our hunger. That hunger then, all we have to do is eat. So I'm just highlighting on our hotbar there some food and right-clicking on some food, just holding it down until we finish eating. And then we eat. And you notice once we're full, it starts to refill our health. But then it makes us hungry again. So we do it again, and now we have full health. And those fish are jumping. They're enjoying this. And so now we can hit W, move around, jump up and down with our space bar. I suggest practice, if you haven't done this sort of movement before, practice walking around. It's okay. It's really okay. Find some place to walk around and just have some fun. Now, I'm going to come over here. Well, we've got all kinds of mobs over there. So this might be a good time to learn how to kill mobs. Well, let's put some armor on first. I have some. So I'm going to hit E on the keyboard. Oh, look, if we have our middle finger on W for our movement, E, our index finger is right there. So this is our crafting window, but it also lets us put on our armor. And you notice our little icon shows our armor too. So when I change point of view and you can see me now, I have my armor on. And I still have I have my sword in my hand now. So let's go swimming. Well, let's come down here and I want to show you something else. When we're swimming, you can see over our ham hocks, there are some little bubbles. That is whether or not we're going to drown. Oh, we got skeletons. They're shooting at us. To hit with the sword, all I'm doing is hitting the left mouse button. And the left mouse button will just swing the sword. Now, if I wanted to use my bow and arrow, I'm going to select it. There are a couple of ways you can select what's in that hotbar there. If you have a mouse with a scroll on it, you can just scroll on over and it'll just scroll through. Or each one of these has a number. I can hit on my keyboard, I can hit, for example, 3 and it'll go to the third spot, which is the pickaxe. Or I can hit number 2, which is the bow. Now with the bow, since I have arrows in my inventory, if you take a look, I'm going to hit E. I have arrows. Now to use a bow, I will click and hold the right button, and that will let me aim. And when you use a bow, it's going to use the trajectory and go up and then down. So I hit that skeleton up and he's closer, so I don't have to go quite so far. And then he tried to hit me and missed. And then if you just walk over the stuff, it will pick up. The little green ball was experience. And you'll see below the ham hocks and parts, you see a line with a number kind of in the middle of it. That's your experience level and how far you are to the next level of experience. So I am 2nd level and about 1/5 of the way to 3rd. Now I'm going to kill this one with a sword. And there is a timing level. Oh, wait. That's a creeper. Let's get this guy first. There we go. Everyone hates creepers. Creepers will blow up on you. It's what they do. I did pick up some. You don't want to have holes. You can fill in your holes with whatever you have. A lot of us will use whatever we happen to have in our inventory for the lower level and then put dirt on the top or whatever. This is typical for nighttime. Now, one trick with creepers, if you can get that fast enough, is go into the water. Creepers don't blow up. Well, they may blow up, but they don't damage the environment when they blow up in the water. Now that we've seen how to move and how to keep ourselves safe with fighting and being able to kill things like pigs and skeletons, that using that sword to kill animals gives us food, we also need to know how to gather resources. So let's start with this sugarcane here. I'm just going to hit my left mouse button and it gathers it. Now, if I wanted to plant some, I'm just going to hit the right mouse button. Sugarcane, by the way, wants to be next to water. I'm just going to plant it. It grows to 3 high. So if you take the top 2 layers, you can use it. You can also get grass, and if you plant enough grass, it will eventually give you some seeds like that, and then these seeds can be planted for wheat. You need to till some land with a hoe first. But one of the early things that you need is wood. Now, you usually start, and I'm just hitting my left mouse button and I'm just holding it down and letting it, I'm punching a tree. But after we've had some for a little bit, then we can make an axe, and I'm just, again, holding the left mouse button, but you can see it goes a lot faster when you use an axe. So I'm going to do the same thing here, holding the left mouse button and just, oh, and here's a trick, you can just jump up onto the stump and you get a little higher and you can get more wood. And again, just walking over to everything else, walking over to the resources on the ground will pick it up. The sound you hear is the leaves decaying, and that will often give you resources of, I don't have any yet, like right here, a sapling that you can then plant, and over time that will grow into another tree that you can then harvest. And sometimes it will give you an apple that will give you food. So that's for the resource of wood. Now, what about resources of things like coal and other metals? Again, I have a tool here, a pickaxe that I made, and I'm doing the same technique of just holding down the left mouse button and letting it do the work. You notice it's going right where the crosshatch or the plus sign is. So for now, this is Siobhan Rakan, signing off with the thunder and lightning behind, and stay safe and have a great day and enjoy your Minecraft.